Good evening and welcome to the Upper St. Clair varsity hockey game this evening. Playoff action here in the Penguins Cup PIHL. I'm Kirk Carruth on your high-definition Panthers television network, back from a 7-week Florida trip. And we've taken the show on the road here. We're in the South Point facility where the Panthers will take on the Peters Township Indians. Kirk Carruth along with cameraman and senior Mike DeSantis. And it's good to be back in Pittsburgh, but leaving 75-degree weather, you do the math. The Panthers got in here and match up pretty well here with Peters Township. Unfortunately, they've got about 4 players out today because of injury. I think we will be skating 9 forwards and 4 defensemen. So we'll see if the Panthers are able to sustain a steady attack. Play is taken over the center, and that's going to be in ahead of the play on an offside. And we'll face it off just outside the blue line. Panthers in their away black uniforms, traveling right to left on your TV dial. Faceoff will be inside the Panther attack zone, where that faceoff will be taken by Reinheimer. He's going to bank it off the far board. It'll come right to the defense of Peters Township. He'll scoot all the way around to the boards where Wyatt will play it. Play kept in, and they're finally going to be kicked out of the zone, but into the Peters Township bench. And we're going to have a face-off at the blue line.
Welcome back, If you need any color commentary, there's a lot of guys there.
Panthers ended the regular season after 22 games played with a 10-11-1 record, 21 points, and Peters Township finished second with a 16-4-2 record. Cannon Mac just won the game prior here in an exciting overtime finish against Seneca Valley, 4-3. So Cannon Mac will advance. Point leaders for the season, Austin Cassidy just absolutely running away with the show. 48 points on the year with 30 goals and 18 assists, and not even a contest. Next closest was Austin Tonkovich from Cannon Mac with 35 points. So Austin Cassidy having an incredible year, and we need to get a little output from him this evening. I think the key to the game here is the Panthers getting off to a quick start here. A very, very packed house here tonight at the Isoplex here at South Point. And this is one team you don't want to spot a goal or 2 lead. Peters just struggling to get the play out of the zone, and they'll be content to drive it the length of the ice. Icing will be waved off, where they'll skate it back to center, where Boyd will take it, but that pass will go by the mark. Good defensive effort there by Boyd, and he'll skate it back to center, and he's got Cassidy. He's going to wrist it just wide. Going to be kept in at the point by Stevenson with a nice play. Back to Boyd on a backhand, and that shot will just go wide. Good pressure here by Upper St. Clair. Taken in the corner by Stevenson. That'll come back to the point where a shot's going to go right on. A rebound, it's loose. And Peters will corral the puck, and they'll skate it back to center. Taken across the red stripe, it's a Alavi. And that'll be shot into the meshing. And we'll have a stop and play with 13:44 remaining here in the first. Your score 0-0. Well, they bring out the arsenal with 4 officials for the playoffs. You've got 2 with the orange armband, so you've got 2 referees that can call the penalties, and you have 2 linemen. So kind of just like the NHL right now with 4 officials. And the Panthers will be guilty of an icing play, and they'll bring it all the way back to the right of goaltender number 35, Seaton. Peters Township goaltender is number 30, Lejeune. And the faceoff will be to the right of the Panther goaltender, where Reinheimer will take the draw, controlled by the Indians. Comes around the far board and tried to kick it out as Gavitt, but no avail. One of the officials goes down. Controlled here by Peters, and a good cross-ice pass to Ekberg, and a shot's going to be loose. And a good effort, but not out. It's still loose, and finally Reinheimer's going to control it, and it finally comes back to the center. Oh, and got a bad break there. Josh Cook with a shot, and it hit the corner of the glass. He tried to clear it, and it was kept in. And finally going to be taken by Matt Cook, and that play will come back to the neutral ice area where he'll pick it up again. Oh, and 2 Peters players are going to collide there. We had a mini opportunity, but they decided to go for a line change. And, boy, there's bodies flying all over the ice here this evening. Skated back by Peters. They're going to take it down the left wing. Right-handed shot right on. Oh, what a save by Seaton. And he dished up a rebound in front, but the defense was there to clear it away. Right back on the attack is Peters on a backhanded shot. Oh, another big save by Seaton. And the Upper St. Clair fans approve. And a good opportunity there for number 80, Adam Alevy. And the left-handed shot got off a quality wrister from about 6 feet, but a better save by Seaton. It goes around the far board, where that'll be picked up here by Cochran, number 16. Panthers unable to get it out, and Peters with the continuous control, where Cochran will chip it behind his own, right in front. Oh, what an easy glove save there by Seaton. And he looks calm as a cucumber, and he got that left paw out. He juggled it and controlled it, and he's going to hold on for a stop and play just to the left of the Panther goaltender. So far, so good for the Panther goaltending. Faceoff will be just to the left of the Panther goaltender, where unable to get it out here, and the play will come around to the far board where Boss will look to play it. Going to be picked up here by Emilio. He dishes it across to the center ice area, and that'll be picked up by the Panthers, but right back on the attack comes Emilio. He's going to drive it down deep, number 19. Holcomb with a heavy hit in the far board. Picked up here by Stevenson, and a good outlet pass goes to number 18, Cassidy, and he's pulled down with no call. And he's going to be hounded there by Emilio. Taken here by number 21, Wyatt. Comes all the way back to center, and Emilio's going to avoid a check here, and he'll drive it down deep where number 35, Mountain will play it. Panthers unable to gain control of the zone, and once again, interference all over the place, and nothing's called. They're letting them play. They dump it back into the zone here where number 47 will play it, Qualina. Good effort there by Boyd, and he'll get it back to the neutral ice area, and the Panthers will go on a change. And chip it in there with a little 9-iron shot. That'll come all the way back where Gavitt will look to play it. Good little bank pass behind the goaltender, goes to Finn. Little outlet pass, so it'll be picked up here by Cook, and he'll streak across the blue line, but he's in alone. And Qualino will just decide to dump it in, and Peters Township will go on a wholesale line change. Oh, big collision there where Cochran and Reinheimer collide. Be careful here, a mini breakaway. Going to come in on top. Oh, he shoots and scores. And kind of an innocent play. And he pretty much had him dead to rights. Number 8, Adam Alevi's going to go to the forehand. He juked him and had an open net. And a collision at center with Reinheimer created that giveaway. Kind of a freaky play, but nevertheless, Time of the goal is going to be at 10:09 here of the first period. And Peters Township's going to draw first blood, leading 1-0. Face-off taken there by Del Rosa. Going to be controlled now by Finn, the defense. He'll bank it across the far board where Del Rosa takes it. And actually, he's going to be guilty of an icing play. Unassisted goal by number 80, Alieve, and he's going to get the the Peters Township Hockey Club off to a 1-0 start. Be taken here by their captain, number 38, Ekberg, goes right back to Alieve, and it gets that left-handed shot on the right wing. Another good quality save there by Seaton as he kicked that aside with the shoulder. Back to the point, and boy, Peters Township just really feeling hungry here. They'll keep it in. A deflection in front. A good save there. And almost deflected in front there by Cochran, but back to the center ice area. He'll just dump it in, and he'll look to go to the bench. Seaton will come behind the goal and play it. He'll leave it here for Colcom. Little backhanded effort. Can't get it out of the zone. Skated back to center, and it's all Peters Township. Taken by Ekberg, and he'll lose control. Comes right back on the blade of number 26, Gelarowski, and he's their leading scorer with 13 goals and 18 assists for 31 points on the year. Taken by Medor, and his brother is a goaltender here with Peters Township. And the bigger brother works and plays for the ECHL Cincinnati Cyclones. Quite a goaltender. Taken there by Stevenson, and he'll bank it out of the zone, but right back in on the attack comes Peters Township. Good effort there by Cook, and he'll avoid. He's pulled down and right in front of the official, and the Panthers are going to get their first power play here of the evening. And Peters Township will touch up here, and we're going to have a tripping minor penalty. And the time of that penalty is going to be at the 8:06 mark. And number 35, Ben Mountain's going to get the gate. 2 minutes for tripping. And the Panthers can see if they can answer here with a power play for the next 2 minutes. Face-off controlled by the Panthers. Be taken here by Cook, and he'll outlet on the right wing to Matt Boyd. Got Cassidy in the middle. He'll decide to check back to Colcom on a give and go. Goes far corner, right on. Oh, what a quality shot there by Josh Cook. And a big-time save by the Peters goaltender. Little backhanded effort there, and going to be stolen here by the Indians. Going to be taken here by Cochran. He's just going to kill some precious seconds, and finally Boyd will skate it back to center. Fakes a shot. He's got Cassidy on a trail, and he's got Finn at the point. Going to take it down into the high slot. Oh, and another good save right off the left shoulder of the goaltender. Boyd will play it behind the goal. Back to the point, over to Cassidy. He's going to take a wrister, and that's going to be blocked in front. Colcom with a drive will go into the corner. All Panthers here. Finn's going to take it. Oh, and a deflection goes behind the glass. And finally going to be cleared the length of the ice. And with 45 seconds to go, Reinheimer will skate it back to center. Picks up a head of steam, and he goes right by the defense. He takes it in deep. Takes it behind the goal. He's got Gavitt and Finn at the point. Goes to Finn. He's had a couple good quality shots. Deflection goes into the corner. And bodies everywhere again. And finally, Peters Township will get it back to center. Good effort there on a back check. And here come the Panthers, where Gavitt will have a nice little outlet pass on the right wing where Reinheimer's been all over. Picked up here by Gavitt, number 94, and he'll get it back to his brother. Shot's going to be blocked by the defense, and a good defensive effort there. And they'll clear the zone, and that'll do it, folks. We're back to skating now, 5-on-5 here. Shot's going to go high and wide. Going to be kept in by Carbonera, son of the famous restaurant in the Mount Lebanon area. Carbonera's, great Italian food.
Go hard.
Former neighbor of mine. Taken back to center where Del Rosa leaves it for his defense in Colcom, who will just drive it into the zone. Right back on the attack is Del Rosa, and he's going to have to fight it alone where he's fending off 3 white jerseys. Oh, heavy hit there. And boy, a little retaliation there right in front of the official. Nothing called. Good little spin around, and boy, the play is getting really physical here on both sides of the equation. A little high hit on Colcom again with nothing called. And boy, the fans clamoring for an interference call, and boy, they're getting the hands and the gloves up high on the face. Play will come around to the near board here where that'll be skated back to center. Taken here by number 16, Cochran. Oh, and a good save there, and Finn will be right there for the rebound. Right back to Perryman, and he'll dump it down deep, and he'll look for a change. Play goes around the far board where once again Stevenson trying to play against 5 white jerseys here. And sometimes you want to count the players on Peters, but indeed they only have 5 out on the ice. But boy, what a well-coached and very quick skating team. And they don't have all that hardware for nothing. Peters Township, a multiple state champion. And again, they played in the AA ranks for many a year, and they finally stepped up to the AAA. Oh, what a play there by Gavitt on a 2-on-1 by Ekberg. And he gave up the body, and he stopped an incredible opportunity in a pass in front. And Will Gavitt with an incredible play to break up the 2-on-1 breakaway. And we're going to have a stop and play with 3:56 now remaining here in the first. Panthers trail 1-0. Clean face-off win, but that'll go all the way back behind the Panther goal where Casey Colcom will just redirect it towards number 18, and they're shadowing Cassidy here. And why not? And boy, he's the best player in the league. Taken by Colcom, and a big drive will go into the corner. Oh, and a cross check right behind Cassidy, and they put him down. Nothing called. Play is going to be tied up and kicked out. A nice play by Reinheimer, and he's going to be headmans it over to Cassidy, and he can't do anything with it. Play comes all the way back into the Panther zone where Finn will pick it up. Panthers actually here on a power play. And got another interference. They're all over Cassidy here. And we're going to have an offside play here with 1:14 remaining now in the Panther man advantage here. Sorry, I missed that penalty. Didn't get the call. The Panthers now with 1:14 now remaining in their second power play opportunity of the first period. Packed house here tonight. Parking was at an incredible premium. And cameraman Mike just happened to be at the right place at the right time. Shot on score. Oh, my. And a quick shot. And they're going to get their second tally here of the evening. Zachary Gelarowski, number 26, going to get the wrister. And he's going to go 5-hole on Seton. And Peters Township now takes a 2-0 lead. Oh boy, the Panthers just really crippled here with 4 injuries here this evening. They've got pretty much 9 forwards and 4 defense. And they're going to have their work cut out for them now, trailing 2-0. Good effort there, goes to Cassidy. Oh my, and a late play by Galarowski to get back in the game. And Cassidy with a wrister, but that'll be deflected into the meshing. And we'll have a stop and play to the right of the Peters Township goaltender Lejeune. Faceoff's going to be taken and controlled by Boyd right on a set play to Reinheimer, and he got a wrister, but that just went high and wide. Good effort there to keep it in. Finn on a give and go. Oh, and he looked for Reinheimer on another good offensive play. Controlled by the Panthers. He's going to rag it here in the high circle. Going to be helped out here by Reinheimer, and he's got Finn on the point. Good effort there by Finn to keep it in. And finally, they'll just be clearing at the length of the ice with 7 seconds to go, and that should pretty much do it. Back to now skating 5-on-5. Taken by Cassidy, and he's got to attempt to get around 2 jerseys, and once again, there's just all over Cassidy here. Play comes back to center where Carbonero will play it. Take a wrister, and Seaton gets the blocker save. Kicked into the corner where that'll be played by number 70. Taken now by the Panthers, where Cassidy will skate it all the way back to Boyd, and he's going to take a big drive. That'll just go wide. Comes all the way back to the right point where that'll be picked up here again by Reebholz. Good effort there by Colcom, and he'll stop a play, and that'll be picked up here by Del Rosa, and he goes to the backhand. Oh, my, and Lejeune kind of lost sight of it, and that would have been a freaky goal. But he's going to decide to hold on with the left paw. And we'll have a face-off in the attack zone for the Panthers with 1:02 now remaining in the first period. Play comes back to center where Peters Township will just direct it behind goaltender seat, where Rongas will play it around the far boards, but that won't get out. Play comes all the way back to number 17, Barnes. Centering pass, oh my, just by the mark. Or number 20, Cochran looked to play it. Back to the point and a wrister, and another easy glove save. And Seaton saw that all the way, and he'll hold on. And the Panthers will go on a line change now with 32 seconds remaining here in the first. Panthers trail 2-0. Quick moving first period. Panthers had the only 2 power plays of the period. Back to center where that'll be played by Peters, where Finn will pick it up. Takes it across to Will Gavitt. Over to Stevenson, picked up here by Cassidy. Over to Boyd, a wrister. Oh, and a good save. Rebound comes right back. And Stevenson with a golden effort right in front, but nobody home. And that pretty much should do it here for the first period with 3 seconds now remaining. And the first period will come to a close. And the Panthers find themselves trailing 2-0 against the ever so tough Peters Township team. And the next goal I think is going to be really key here if the Panthers can get a tally here. So it looks like Peters' plan is to isolate on Cassidy, and they seem to be getting away with some aggressive play. And again, to the credit of the Peters Township team, they are a quick skating team, and they all have bleach blonde hair. I don't know if you got to see that during the national anthem. Kind of a yearly staple for the Indians. But again, a pretty good first period for Peters Township. Player injuries, we have Patrick Woomer out with a shoulder injury. And Stevenson Sean has a wrist injury. Laser, a concussion. And I'm forgetting one more. Galamus has, I think, pneumonia. So those are the 4 out this evening. Face-off will be at center to start the second period. Panthers will now travel left to right. Boyd will take the draw. And what a surprise, a face-off win for Boyd, but kicked right back to Peters Township, where Galarowski will have it. Gonna skate it back to center, and he's just gonna dump it the length of the ice, and Seaton's gonna hold on, and boy, he's got that left paw really in control here this evening. And when he can see the puck, there's nobody better in goal. Adam Seaton with 20 games played, 9-9-1 record with 1 shutout, a 3.01 goals against average, and a save percentage of .863 on the season. Kept in by the Panthers, where Boyd will play, and he looks to get it to Finn. And Finn will keep it in. He's got Cassidy in the zone. Tries to center it where nobody's home, and that'll come right back to center. It'll be skated out by Emilio, number 19. Takes it down the left wing. Pulls up by Gavitt. Centering pass goes through the crease. Once again, just a blatant interference play as they check Finn off the board, but nothing called. And boy, they're just really getting their hands on the Panther players here. And the refs are letting them play. Cleared the length of the ice where Emilio will have to go, but he'll be chased by Josh Cook. Emilio will win that exchange. Takes it over into the far board where he'll dump it behind the goaltender Seaton. Good little defensive effort there, and Del Rosa picks it right back on the goal, and a power move by Peters and a good save by Seaton. Tries to wrap it around, and it came through the crease. And Panthers dodge a serious bullet there, and a good backhanded effort to get it back to center. Right back on the attack comes Peters Township with Cochran. He'll take it across the blue stripe. The play will come back to center where Perryman will skate it back. He's going to get his pocket picked. Levy's going to just turn around and dish it back with the backhand. Comes all the way to Wyatt where he'll kick it behind the goal, and Josh Cook will play it, number 90. Banks it back, but not out. Del Rosa will play it on a heavy check where Cook will kick it behind a defense partner, Colcom. He'll try to get it around the near board, but Wyatt will keep it in. Shot's going to deflect, and a screen shot just goes wide. All the way to the far board, all Peters Township here. Panthers look tired out here, and finally just going to shoot it the length of the ice. And the Panthers are exhausted. We'll get a line change here as icing is called with 14:25 now remaining here in the second. Panthers will send out some fresh troops. Good face-off win there by Upper St. Clair, and a mini 2-on-1 breaks out. Taken down a left point, right to Gavitt, shot, oh my, and he had him upper corner, and Lejeune backed in and made a good glove hand save there. And a good effort there and a quality shot by the Panthers. He's going to rag the puck. Finn's going to take it down deep. Oh, he centers it. Backhanded shot. It just goes wide. Two good opportunities here for Upper St. Clair. And finally, Peters is just going to clear it the length of the ice. And a good little flurry there for the Panthers. And unselfishly, a good giveaway. The Panthers had a great opportunity to get back in this game, but a better save by Lejeune. And a faceoff will come to the right of the Peters Township goaltender. Faceoff controlled by the Indians where Mountain will drive it down behind the goal. Josh Cook getting a ton of ice time here. Picked up a backhanded shot. Oh, and Seaton goes down on his both knees. Never got to the goal. Taken around the corner where Cook will take it again. Banks it off, and he looks for Cassidy. Play comes back to the center ice area where Colcom will play it. Kicks it ahead to number 2, Boyd. It's going to go rink wide where Josh Cook will play it. Looks for Stevenson in front, unable to control. Boyd with a wide angle shot will come all the way back to the point where Cassidy will keep it in. Going to avoid two players, but loses control of the puck. Comes around to the far board, and Cook's going to gamble and to his good play. Finally going to be skated all the way back to center. Oh my, we got a little breakaway here. Going to try to wheel and deal, and that's how you play defense, folks. Defense 101, Casey Colcom stands up and plays the body. And a good defensive effort there by our senior defenseman. Play will come around where it'll be taken by 16. Shot on, score. And oh my, Brady Cochran just going to pick the pocket in the corner. And he just takes a wrister from 15. And he's going to tickle the twine, and Peters Township goes off to a commanding 3-0 lead. Time of the goal will be at the 12:29 mark here of the second. And Peters just looks like the fresher team right now. Going to be taken here by Wyatt, number 21, and he'll go rink wide. Panthers have to answer here. This next goal is going to be huge. Taken by Reinheimer in the corner. A little mini breakaway. Gavitt's going to come down on the off wing, and he can't get the shot off. Comes all the way in the corner where Cook will play it. Kept in by Gavitt. That'll be deflected behind. Picked up here by Reinheimer. Oh, and he had Cook in front with Gavitt. Unable to get it there. Take it by Wyatt, and he's going to kick it with the right paw, and the Panthers now are going to be guilty of a minor penalty here as Lejeune skates towards the bench. And we're going to have a hooking minor. Slash. Yeah, what am I thinking? Slashing minor. I've been away too long. At the 11:48 mark, Reinheimer's going to get the gate, 2 minutes for slashing. And the Panthers will now find themselves shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. Face-off taken and controlled by the Indians, where Galarowski will play the left defense. Number 26, he'll get it ahead to Reebholz. Play comes off a weird little carom there. And Cassidy will kick it all the way back into the attack zone for the Panthers. Peters Township will regroup. Taken here again by Galarowski, and it looks like he likes to lead the rush. Taken in the corner, but that'll be kept in here by Peters. And a little weak shot goes on, and Seton will make the easy save. And the faceoff will be to the left of the Panther goaltender. Good effort there by the Panthers as as Finn just turns and takes the backhanded effort and kicks it the length of the ice. And once again, it'll be taken by Galarowski, who will give it up to Levy. Shot's going to go right on, and a good save. Barnes with a good effort, and the Panthers will clear the zone. And 55 seconds now remains in the man advantage. Outlet pass right on the blade of number 16, Cochran. Going to be hounded here by Finn. Centering pass right on. Oh, good save there by Seton, and he was down, and boy, the open net just went right through the crease. Panthers dodge a bullet there on the power play. Cross-ice pass, unable to connect, and Panthers will skate back here with Cassidy on the left wing. Oh, what a nifty little move. Goes right to Boyd, but he couldn't pull the trigger. Holcomb with an aggressive play, kicks it forward to Boyd. He tries to center it to Cassidy. And finally, with 10 seconds to go, taken by Levy, and he's going to take it, tries to split the defense a la Mario Lemieux in the statue outside Consol Energy Center. And that'll do it, folks. Back to skating 5-on-5. Cassidy's going to take it. He's going to pull up, wheels and deals. Oh, and he centers it through the crease. And Boyd had an opportunity. Oh, and a deflection in front by Stevenson just goes wide. Good exchange there by Boyd, Cassidy, and Stevenson. Taken here by Galarowski, and he's been out on an extended shift here. Going to cross-ice pass, goes right to second. He looked for Emilio, unable to control, and it'll be picked up here by number 10, Stevenson, but he can't get it in the zone. And finally, it's going to be taken where Galarowski can get to the bench. Chipped all the way the length of the ice, and that'll be picked up here on the far board. He's got Perryman trailing. Stevenson's going to check up, but he'll lose that play, and back on a 2-on-2. Peters will take it wide. Got a trail, shot on. Oh, mine, I think that hit the crossbar and deflected into the meshing. And another golden opportunity there for Peters Township on a kind of a mini little break and a late developing play. And he got a wrister from 20 off. I'm not sure if Seton deflected that or that just hit right off the crossbar, but nevertheless, that play is going to come outside the zone. It'll be taken here by Raymore, and he'll dump it in number 58, and Seton will just decide to hold on. And the faceoff will be in the attack zone for the Indians. 8:39 remaining now in the second. A quick moving first two periods here. Taken by Perryman, but he's going to fan on that. A shot's going to go right on, and a good save there by Seton. Kicked over to the far board, but back to the point, and a wrister's going to go really high and wide. Kept in by Raymore here. A shot's going to go on, and another good save. And Panthers take exception here as an aggressive play by Peters. And he'll crash the goal, but they'll skate away. And the Panthers will go on a wholesale line change, where they will send out Reinheimer, Gavitt, Cook. Shot's just going to go wide. It gets on the back of the meshing, and some of the Peters Township faithful thought that puck had actually gone in. Play comes back to center, where that'll be picked up here by Cochran. He's just going to dump it in where that'll be played back onto the near board here, all the way back into the zone where Boss will play it. Can't get it out. Opportunity here for the Panthers. Taken by Reinheimer, and he's going to avoid a check. Going to be helped out here by Matt Cook. Takes a heavy hit in the corner. Going to be picked up here by Cochran, and oh my, Reinheimer's going to put him on his wallet. And a big-time check there by number 78, Reinheimer. Play comes behind the goaltender Lejeune, where it'll be finally going to be picked up here by Levy, and he's going to shoot it looking for Cochran. But unfortunately, that'll go the length of the ice, and Peters will be guilty of an icing play. And the faceoff will be to the left of the Indian goaltender. Faceoff will be taken here by Boyd. And he's going to try to win it and get a shot on himself, but that'll be won by Peters Township, and they'll get it outside the zone. Taken here by Medor, and he's going to swing it wide. Oh, he tries for a little 2-on-1 break, and another good defensive effort there by Finn. And he's been getting a ton of ice time here, folks. Guess the Panthers only really have 4 defense here tonight. So all the defense are going to be getting their fair share of ice time here. Boy. And finally going to come back where Cassidy will skate it back on a 3-on-2 here develops. Boyd takes it. Good centering effort there to Stevenson. Can't pull the trigger. Gets it behind to Boyd. Boyd looks to try to center, but he can't get it out. And finally Peters will skate it back on a 2-on-2 of their own. Tries to split the defense. Oh my, and a good save there on the ice where Emilio gets the shot on as he was flying head first towards the goaltender, and a good save there by Seton, right down into the high slot. Oh my, point blank from 15, and another big time save. And the Panthers now are going to be guilty of like a tripping minor or something, as Cassidy just dove to try to get the play out of the zone, and he's going to find himself now in the penalty box here. It was kind of an innocent play to get it out, but Cassidy nevertheless will get a 2-minute minor here for tripping, and Peters Township will go on their second power play of the evening. Time of the penalty will be 6:12 remaining here in the second. Panthers now find themselves one man down. They'll be picked up here by Wyatt, and he'll check up behind Lejeune. Little errant pass as he looked for Galarowski, and they're going to have to regroup back in their own zone, where good forechecking effort there by Matt Cook. Cross-ice pass, number 16, Cochran will play it. He's going to wheel and deal, and that's going to head towards the goal, but that'll be stopped by Sam Barnes. Going to get it all the way over to Ekberg. Going to bank it into the corner, where comes back to the point where Ekberg will play it over to Galarowski, and a blistering shot from the right point, and a big-time save again by Seton, and he's going to cradle it and hold on. And with 1:17 now remaining in the Peters man advantage, they'll face it off to the left of goaltender number 35, Seton. Taken by Finn, and he'll go to the backhand, and I think that's going to be whistled down, as it might have hit the netting on the side, so they'll do it again. Big face-off win there by Matt Boyd. Just continues his dominance in the face-off circle. It's it all the way back to center, where we have a minute now remaining in the shorthanded situation. Galarowski will play catch with Ekberg. Good little cross-ice pass right on the tape of number 80 here. Levy's going to take it wide. Gets it back to the left point, where Ekberg will look to control it. Fakes a shot, he goes right around Boyd, wheels and deals. He's going to check up in the corner. Takes a wide angle shot, that won't get through. Barnes will look to play it. Comes around to the near boards here, still controlled by Peters Township. Galarowski kicks it down deep, cycling back with a Levy. Shot's going to be deflected in, and a power play goal with 20 seconds to go. And I'm not sure who got that goal. I'm not sure if Levy got the goal. That would have been his second tally of the evening. And Peters Township just running away with this with a 4-0 lead. Faceoff will be taken at center here with Del Rosa, controlled here by the Indians. Chipped in behind the goal, where Cook will play it. Played around there by number 47, Qualina. And finally, that'll be skated back where Del Rosa looks to take. He's going to take a heavy hit there at the center ice area, where Raymore will play it. Banks it forward towards Rebowls, but that'll be picked off by Del Rosa. Perryman will work it behind the goal. Oh, and a good centering pass. Perryman with a heads-up play right to Rongus, and a good effort there by the Panthers. And finally, Colcom takes it back, where centering play comes right back to number 90, Cook. He'll take it across the stripe. He's got Rongus trailing. Play is finally now going to be picked up here by Rebholz, and he'll kick it ahead to Carbonera, but he's unable to control. Taken by Del Rosa, and he's out on an extended shift. Play is still loose at center, where Carbonera will just wheel it in, and he'll change up. Del Rosa finally gets to the bench. Yep. Actually, that was by number 16, Cochran, and he's going to get his second tally of the evening for Peters Township. Ekberg and Galarowski are going to get the assist. Power play goal taken here at center where Finn will just chip it back, nobody home. Play comes back to the center ice area where looks to headman it, where Emilio will pick it up here, the right-handed shot on the left wing. He's going to skate it down. He looks and checks up in front of Gavitt. Taken here by number 35 for Peters Township. It's loose in front. And Emilio wheels and deals, and that shot will go wide, and finally just going to be chipped back to center. Taken here by Wyatt. Cross-ice pass where that'll be picked up here by number 5. Boss. Play is behind Seaton now. And finally, just Finn will take it, but he can't get it out. Wyatt will shoot it, but that'll come off the pad of number 10, Stevenson. And right back on the attack comes Peters, and Seaton will decide to hold on. And the Panthers will send out some fresh troops here with the short bench. Two minutes even remaining here in the second. Panthers trail 4-0. Faceoff will be all the way in the Upper St. Clair attack zone. Controlled here by the Indians. It'll come all the way back into the zone where they'll dump it forward. It looks like they may be guilty of another icing play here. And the faceoff will be all the way back in the zone. Well, now they're making an announcement on the parking in this facility. I got to tell you, they could stand to have another 100 parking spaces out here. Actually, the email that went out by the Upper St. Clair fan base warned against parking was going to be at a premium, and it certainly was here. And the problem is you've got multiple games going on, and you have to get here an hour before the game, so you really don't have an opportunity to get anybody leaving. But we have a packed facility here tonight, and of course you have the Old Jay's restaurant across the way, which is now called BLVD, so quite a venue and quite a facility here at South Point. Even Mike, the cameraman, commented how it's really changed. Shot's going to go on and score. Oh my, and they picked his pocket. Barnes is going to get the tally, picked the defenseman's pocket, and he just turned around and wheeled it in and went 5-0 again. And boy, the Panthers just don't know what hit them here. It's all Peters Township as they take a 5-0 lead here. Well, certainly a tough venue and a facility to play, and boy, they got a tough draw here against Peters Township. Panthers finishing off the season extremely well, having to win the last couple of games to get into the playoffs. And another goal here. The rebound's going to come right back out, and they're going to hammer it home. And another quick goal here by Peters Township. Goal's going to go to number 80, Levy. And Peters now leads 6-0, time in the goal at the 1:11 mark. Reinheimer's going to be waved out of the faceoff circle where Cook will come in to play it. Taken here by Alevi. He looks to get it ahead to Cochran. Unable to control. Gavitt will play it, number 94, and he'll dump it behind the goal where Galarowski will look to play it. 1 minute now remaining here in the second. Barnes will get the 5th tally for Peters. They're announcing that on the screen. Shot right on. Oh, just goes wide there. And number 20 looked to get another tally down deep. Going to be skated out here by Finn. Goes cross ice, but that'll be picked off here by Peters. And they're right back on the attack. Goes right around the defense, and he shoots and scores. Ekberg's going to get the tally, and they're going to go up 7-0 and stop the presses. 3 late goals here in the second, and the Panthers just absolutely look exhausted out there. Time of that goal, 27 seconds now remaining here in the second period, and they'll face it off at center here, and the Panthers need a little bit of rest here. Let them cut the ice and regroup here in the third and see what the next 17 minutes can bring. Certainly a daunting task, down 7-0 now. But I think the speed and the short bench just really caught up here with Upper St. Clair late here in the second. And we're going to have a little extracurricular here. And the period's going to come to a close, and I'm sure we're going to have some penalty time dished out here. Now we're going to have to be careful. I'm sure the boys are starting to get a little frustrated here. And Matt Boyd will skate away. All the Panthers will skate to the bench. And after 2 periods of play here, Peters Township will take a comfortable 7-0 lead into the locker room. And don't give up, boys. Still 17 minutes to play. So we're going to let them cut the ice here on a packed facility here at the South Point venue here at the Isoplex. So we'll be back for third period action in a moment. And we're back for third period action here. Panthers now are going to find themselves with a shorthanded situation, a penalty to Matt Boyd at the 17-minute mark. And the Panthers will find themselves skating now 5-on-4. With a goaltending change here with Jonathan Blyer now in goal. And with a 7-0 lead, it looks like we're going to have a continuous running clock here in the third period. Taken by Barnes, and he's got a tally here on the evening. That shot's going to be kicked aside by number 3, Colcom. A backhanded effort, but he can't get it out. Controlled, taken down deep. Oh, shot on in front, he scores. And just makes it look easy. They're going to get another power play goal here. Number 16, Brady Cochran, I think is going to get the hat trick here. His third goal here of the evening. And 14th of the season. Power play goal. Time of that goal will be at the 16:23 mark. And Peters Township goes up 8-0. Face-off taken by Del Rosa, but controlled by Peters Township. Taken by Raymond, and he's just going to – Raymore's going to take it, and he'll get it right back, number 58. He'll drop it for Medor. Little drop pass by Mountain. Taken by Emilio, right back to Mountain. Takes it down the high slot. Shot on, a good save by Blyer. Taken by Raymore, and a wide angle shot. It's controlled, and another good save by Blyer, and he'll kick that over his left paw. Back to skating now, 5-on-5. Another good save here by Blyer, and he'll shoot it the length of the ice. And Panthers will be guilty of an icing play. And Cochran will indeed get his third tally of the evening, assisted by Barnes, a power play goal. Faceoff will be to the right of goaltender Blyer. A shot's going to go on, and I think he's made his 7th save here in the first minute and a half. And the running clock now at 15:03. A shot on, he makes his 8th save here of the game. And going to be taken here by Cook, but he can't get it out. Back to the point, and Peters just bringing it on here. And finally going to be skated back to center where Reinheimer will take it wide. Shot will be deflected into the netting. And we'll have a face-off here now to the right of Lejeune. Actually, that'll be to the left of Lejeune. And the Panthers will send Reinheimer, Cook, and Gavitt on the front line. Reinheimer tries to dish it ahead to himself, taken by Matt Cook on the far board. Finally going to get gathered in here by Peters. Oh, and a mini breakaway. Opeka's going to skate right down the slot. Oh, and a big-time save by Blyer, and he says no. A little bit of a highlight reel for the Panthers here. But he split the defense, and Opeka just went coast to coast. And Blyer said no. He cradle save and caught it right in the belly. And he'll hold on to face off to the right of the Panther goaltender, taken here by Gavitt. He'll wheel a backhander right to Cassidy. Headman to play over to number 10, Stevenson. He takes it down deep. Oh, my. He had that upper left-hand corner labeled almost a water bottle goal. But it'll be taken here by Finn, and he'll chip it back to the center ice area where that play will go right under the stick of Cassidy. And a heavy hit there with Finn and Opeka colliding. Cassidy's going to take it to the backhand, and he's going to lose his edge in the corner. Centering pass, but nobody home. Little extracurricular in the corner. Play will come around to the near board here where Colcom will collide. He'll get the better of that exchange. Taken here by Opeka, and he'll dish it off to Reebholz. Goes into the corner where, once again, bodies all over the ice here. Takes it around the far board where Cassidy will pick it up on a pass from Boyd. Goes cross ice where Josh Cook going to catch Peters here on a change. Boyd's going to take a drive, and that's going to go wide. Taken by Del Rosa, and he'll get checked to the ground. And here comes Carbonera on a break. Shot's going to go on, and another big-time save here by Blyer, who looks sharp in net. Good effort there by Josh Cook, and he'll wheel and deal. Get it back to center where Cassidy will take it, but takes a little exception, and he'll drive Reebholz into the bench. Taken here, and a backhanded effort goes behind the goal. Del Rosa with a good opportunity to try to center that, but nobody home. Taken here by Carbonera. He'll dump and change. Blyer will come out and play it. Leaves it for Finn. Skates it back to center. A little chip ahead pass. Taken here by Medor. It's loose. Taken by Mountain. Good effort there by Gavitt to redirect that into the corner. Back to the left point. A deflection's just going to go wide. Taken here by Medor, and he goes for a centering pass. And a pair of 15s are going to be in that exchange where Medor and Gavitt will play it. Taken by Gavitt over the blue stripe, and they'll dump it in. Peters with an 8-0 lead here, a commanding performance by Peters Township in their first-round playoff game. Taken back by the Indians, and they'll headman it where Mountain looks hungry. He'll take it wide. Colcom will redirect him into the corner, and a good defensive effort. Senior playing his last high school game here. Taken around the near boards, but nobody home. Taken by Tylinda. Gets it ahead to Medor, and Tylinda will play it, or looks for Mountain now. Finally going to be chipped back to center and out of the zone. Little breakaway here where Reinheimer's going to take it wide. Little wrister shot. Oh, my, and Lejeune loses sight of it, and the mask comes off, and he's a little bit takes exception to that as he pushed his own player away as he now gets his mask and puts it back on. But we're going to have a running clock here now with 10:25 to go here in the third, and the faceoff will be to the right of the Peters Township goaltender. Taken by Stevenson and controlled where Cook will keep it in at the left point. Redirects it towards his brother where Matt will play it. That shot will come off Matt Cook's blade. It goes right on to Lejeune, and he's going to hold on. And the faceoff will be again to the left of the Peters Township goaltender. Oh, and a heavy hit there in the corner right once again on Stevenson, and they're just kind of letting them play right now. I think this game kind of got a little bit out of control early where they were pretty much shadowing Cassidy, and in my opinion, there were a couple incidents where it looked like there was multiple opportunities where interference could have been called. Nothing was called, but to no avail, and Peters got that first tally and got a shorthanded strike, and it was pretty much the flurry that wouldn't end. So to Peters Township credit, they got that early lead and just kept bringing it on here, and it's a little mini flurry here for the Panthers. And that shot's going to go all the way to the length of the ice here. Going to be played out by number 88, Opeka. Takes it onto the far board, and a wide angle shot will be blocked by Stevenson. And he's going to redirect it back to center. He looked for Cassidy streaking across the blue stripe. Cassidy will lose his edge. Taken now by Stevenson again. He'll avoid a check, and he'll turn and fire. Cassidy will get there first. Wheels and deals behind for Boyd. He'll circle back to center. Play gets it back to the center ice area where Gavitt will corral it. And he'll dump it across the far board. Taken by Boyd ahead to Del Rosa. And Peters just content to get it back to the neutral ice zone. Delayed offside. Cassidy will check back up. Play will come back to number 26, Finn. Goes cross ice and a good blind catch there by Cassidy, but he can't control. Carbonero will dump it in, right, a good save by Blyer. Redirect goes all the way back to center, taken by Reebholz. And they'll kick it in behind Blyer where Finn will play it. 7:38 remaining in a running clock here in the third. Panthers trail 8-0. Taken into the corner where nobody home. Finally going to be skated back to the near board, but kept in neatly at the left point by Josh Cook. Oh, and a heavy hit there, and boy, that Reebholz or Raymore had the hands and glove and stick high, nothing called. And a shot's going to go off the blocker of Blyer and makes his 11th or 12th save here of the evening. And Del Rosa just content to drive it down, but unfortunately be called for an icing play. And the Panthers will look to send fresh troops out there where the faceoff will be to the left of the Panther goaltender Blyer. Jonathan Blyer, a 3.57 goals against average with a pretty good save percentage as well at .866. Is getting some action here in the playoff game. Yeah, the short bench definitely paid its toll against a pretty obviously deep bench here for Peters Township. I think they scratch 5 players every game, so they've got a slew of talented players in this township. And certainly the deep bench and the quick speed took its toll on the Panthers. Oh, backhanded effort, shot on, score. And Reinheimer's going to break the shutout, and he gets the rebound. And Lejeune is not happy with that one, but a bright, shining moment here for the Panthers. And Reinheimer's going to get the rebound, and the Panthers get on the board, trail 8-1. Well, that's a positive, Mike. You have a good goaltender in Blyer coming in, stepping in, making about 12 or 13 or 14 saves, giving up 1 goal. And Reinheimer gets a tally and pretty much made it look easy, but kind of skated away. And look at the Panthers. Oh, and another opportunity here. Oh, my, and Cassidy just absolutely manhandled in front and finally going to get a penalty called. And hits him again. And Boyd takes exception too. And now the physical play starting to pick up here. And this is where earlier lack of calls is now frustrating both teams here. And they're going to get the gate here. It looks like number 20 is going to get the minor penalty here. And the Panthers will find themselves with a 3-minute minor now with the running clock. And with 5:32 to go here, the Panthers will have a power play for the next 3 minutes. Taken by Finn, he shoots, and that's just going to go a little bit to the side. Kept in here at the left point by Finn, and a good effort there by Gavitt. Back to the point. Finn will Finn will work it back and forth with Gavitt. A wrister, and a deflection just goes wide by Cassidy. Chipped by the Peters Township player, but he can't get it out. Taken by Cassidy, a shot. Oh my, and Lejeune turns around. Thought it might have got behind him, but he's going to hold on. And Cassidy with a wrister from 25, but a good save by goaltender number 30, Lejeune. Peters will go on a little mini line change as they'll send Emilio out. 4:44 now remaining here in the contest. Face-off controlled, but not kept in at the point. Colcom will have to skate all the way back. Dishes it over to Josh Cook. Takes it across the blue stripe by himself. He'll get around two Peters Township players. And a heavy hit, and a boarding call could have been taken there. And boy, he gets up slow, and another hit, and they're going to have a late call here. And boy, I'll tell you, a big drive's just going to go wide. And they're taking exception here. And I'll tell you what, they're letting this game get out of control here. And Peters just taking a couple runs here now at the Panther players. And you got Reebholz now in the gate. And we're going to have another minor penalty here, another 3-minute minor for an elbowing call. Time of the penalty at 4:08. And the Panthers now, for the next minute 36, have a 5-on-3. And they're going to face this off here at the center ice area. Reebholz gets the elbowing minor as he had his hands and stick up high on Boyd. Shot's going to just go wide. The Panthers now have a 5-on-3 advantage. Taken here by Finn. He gets it over to Cassidy. Fakes a shot, gets it back to Colcom. Works it over to Finn at the left point. Give and go into the corner where Stevenson will play it. He's hounded. A one-timer's going to go wide. Stevenson will get there first on the near boards. Going to take control of it. Shot, and an easy glove save there by Lejeune. And who was that masked man? And a good effort there by Stevenson as he took a hard move from the corner and took a power move towards the goal and a wrister from 10. But a better save by Lejeune, and he's going to hold on now with 50 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. And they'll drop the puck, a face-off win by the Panthers. Gets it over to the far point where number 3, Colcom, will look to tee it up. He'll dish it off to Cassidy. Plays catch. Little wrister, and that's just going to go wide. Cassidy will get there first. 30 seconds now remaining in the 5-on-3. Taken by Finn down deep. All Panthers here. Fakes a shot, Colcom on another wrister. It's deflected. That'll just go behind Lejeune. Play comes around to the near board, kept in neatly again by the Panthers. Big shot by Colcom, and that was deflected in front. Another good save by Lejeune. Colcom at the right point keeps it in, and a gamble there by by Peters Township, and here you got Emilio with a little mini break. He's going to take a big move, and he's going to lose control of the puck, but he'll gain it back. Shoots it right off the referee, who throws his hands up like, what are you doing? Little drop pass right to Boyd, and he's going to fan. Kept in. He has to beat 3 Peters Township players. Now we're skating 5-on-4. 1 minute remaining in that power play situation. And 2 minutes and 6 seconds remains in the contest. Taken by Cassidy, and he'll mix it up with Reinheimer, who's got the lone Panther tally here this evening. Little backhanded effort, and that shot never makes it towards the goal. And finally skated back by Medor to center. And that'll be picked up here by Josh Cook. Outlet pass to Cassidy. He'll go on the far board to Matt Boyd with 35 now remaining in the man advantage. Shot's going to be taken by Gavitt, but never made it towards the goal. A deflection, and that just goes wide. It's loose in front, and finally Peters will skate it back and dump it the length of the ice. 15 seconds, one last rush here for the Panthers. And we're going to have a high sticking minor here. And looks like Cassidy is going to get the gate. And that'll do it for his season with a 3-minute minor penalty with 1:20 to go. Faceoff will be to the right of goaltender Blyer, controlled by Peters. Gets it back to the point where we're skating 4-on-4, and another good left pad save here. Very impressed by Blyer's play here in the third period. Taken now by Cook, but he can't get it out. Oh, and Ty Linda just basically sticks his left leg out to trip Cook, nothing called. Taken and batted out of the air by Ty Linda. Play will go off the board where Opico looked to play it. A little drop pass, but a good effort there by Colcom. And he'll mix it up here with Cook down deep. Taken by Colcom, and he'll bank it off the far board, but not out. Shot on. Another save here by Blyer. Taken and loose in front. Oh, and a big check there by Colcom as he'll get Opico off the play. Blyer lost the stick, and he'll regain it. Comes back to the point with 25 seconds now remaining. Shot on. Oh, and another good save as Raymore gets one on. And a little bit of extracurricular once again as Colcom will mix it up here with Opico. And it looks like they're going to wind it down here with 9 seconds to go. And that'll do it, folks. Peters Township going to be on the winning end of the first playoff game where they're going to take an 8-1 victory, and they will advance in the Penguins Cup PIHL round. But a great season for Upper St. Clair. Got off to a little bit of a slower start. They had a tough schedule, Mike, with early playing Bethel Park and Canon-Mac and Peters early in the season, and came on late to gain a playoff spot, but got a tough draw here with the number 2 seed in Peters Township. And Peters Township made no doubt about it tonight. An impressive victory, 8-1. But boy, the Panthers, again, just always in the playoff hunt, and have had a great season here and fought their way to get into the playoffs. So again, nothing to hang their hats on, and a great year. So that'll do it. Hockey season coming to an end here, and back again. We're playing here in March. We'll turn it over, I guess, now to the Penguins. We'll see what they're able to do. But a big-time win for Peters Township here. Congratulations to that organization, and once again, a fantastic season here for Upper St. Clair. So once again, a special thanks to Mike DeSantis, our senior graduating here. So good luck in college, the best of luck, and hopefully we'll see you back here next year on the Panthers Television Network. So I'm Kurt Carruth signing off for the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Good night, everybody.